There were some pretty bizarre scenes in the White House last night when US tech bro-in-chief Elon Musk briefed the press from the office of the country's commander-in-chief, Donald Trump. This was one of the weirder moments.
Musk, you said on X that an example of the fraud that you have cited was $50 million of condoms was sent to Gaza. But after fact-check this, it apparently Gaza in Mozambique, and the program was to protect them against HIV. So can you correct this statement? It wasn't sent to Hamas, actually. It was sent to Mozambique, which makes sense why condoms was sent there.
Yeah.
And how can we make sure that all the statements that you said were correct, so we can trust what you say?
Well, first of all, some of the things that I say will be incorrect and should be corrected. So nobody's going to bat 1,000. I mean, we will make mistakes, but we'll act quickly to correct any mistakes.
He doesn't correct mistakes. If you go through his X account, right, it is just full of completely made up stuff by anonymous accounts, like anonymous accounts who are quite racist, just shares any old misinformation and never corrects it. By the way, the person sitting on his shoulders there was his son named X, whose mother is the musician Grime. She was on Twitter saying her son shouldn't be out in public like that. She wants them to have private lives. Musk, likes to use them as props, I suppose. Helena, what did you make of that moment in the White House there?
I mean, yeah, you're right. And he's somebody who is basically his entire platform is made out of untruths. The fact that he will get community noted on his own website, or he'll take away the blue ticks of people who contradict him, or just completely ban them entirely, shows he's somebody who is incredibly thin-skinned. So for him to be sitting in the position that he's in and go, well, some things I say are going to be untrue and they should be corrected, when it's clear that he really, really hates being ever contradicted, so much so that it will bite through the incredibly thin skin of his. And this is a long list of the things that we've had from him since he took over Twitter that have made him, that's revealed to him, as entirely thin-skinned, such as the moment where he had essentially was forced to admit that he'd been paying pro gamers to play his gaming accounts for him so that he could pretend that he was somebody who was the best in the world at like Diablo 4 or something. Like, this shows that a man who's incredibly thin-skinned, who wants everybody to believe that he's somehow the god king that the tech bros believe that they are, when in reality he's just a spoiled little child who wants his own way all the time. And what's frustrating to me is that the ways in which people get into Trump's circle, we saw this, as you say, in the kind of skillful negotiations by the King of Jordan with Donald Trump, is that you can kind of get what you want as long as you humor Donald Trump, as long as you give him the ego boost that he needs. Elon Musk has gotten so much money into the Trump campaign, he's basically skipped that step financially. But I genuinely believe that people want to break this relationship up. And we all know that there's been plenty of reports that the Trump campaign find Elon Musk really irritating, because he is, that you'd probably be able to break the link between the two of them. Just keep on referring to him as President Musk, because we all know that he is, right? He is the shadow president at this point, in the same way that we have plenty of shadow prime ministers in the ranks of the political class at the moment in the UK. And do you think Donald Trump, who also has very thin skin, would accept people referring to him not as the president, but as the deputy president to President Musk? Well, of course not. And you'd be able to, pull at the strings of Trump's ego by undermining him, that he is somehow in the thrall of Musk as the leader of the United States, as opposed to him being his little bitch boy.